A lie detector became a focal point in the recent U.S. Supreme Court nomination process of Justice Brett Kavanaugh.
The woman who accused Kavanaugh of sexual assault decades ago, Christine Blasey Ford, reportedly passed a polygraph exam, placing Kavanaugh's nomination in peril for a while. While it's rare for law enforcement to administer a polygraph exam to victims of sexual assault, they are used more often than you may think, not only as part of criminal investigations, but also for job interviews. We even put our own Perry Groten to the test in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND.
Like this?
Yep, put your hands by your forehead, lean forward slightly.
It takes a lot of accessories and attachments to get at the truth.
As I put this stuff on, I just want you to simply relax, okay?
Being hooked up to a polygraph is a lot like visiting a doctor's office.
The polygraph instrument is very similar to other medical devices in which it simply records what's going on in the body.
In this polygraph exam, Captain Mike Walsh of the Minnehaha County Sheriff's Department had me select a number. I picked 2.
The test is about to begin.
Then he had me answer no to each question about my selection.
Regarding the piece of paper on the wall, did you write the number 1?
No.
Did you write the number 5?
No.
Then comes the big lie.
Did you write the number 2?
No.
It turns out, like most people, I'm not a very good liar. My denial of writing down the number 2 caused the computer readout to spike. My body's reactions gave me away.
So you suppressed your breathing, and it slowed your breathing down.
Whenever you lie, your breathing slows down, your blood pressure rises, and you perspire more. The changes are small, but enough for the polygraph to detect when you're not being honest.
That's what polygraph is all about, being an objective search for the truth.
My examination, as stressful as it was, only lasted a few minutes. A typical examination can last a couple of hours, with a lot more serious questions being asked.
The best question is a question that's very specific and it contains an action verb, which is, did you stab Joe? It's not, have you ever thought about stabbing anybody? It's completely different.
A polygraph is an important tool for investigators to determine whether suspects or witnesses are being truthful. However, the results are not allowed as evidence in trials. That's because of the human element. Not all polygraph examiners are created equal.
Polygraph can be screwed up, to put it very bluntly. One of the reasons why I'm not a proponent for simply blanket admissibility for polygraph is because of the wide disparity between the abilities of polygraph examiners.
Sioux Falls attorney Aaron Sahlberg says polygraph exams are so unreliable, he tells clients not to submit to them.
I would say absolutely, unequivocally, not to take them. There are too many errors in the system. They have the right to remain silent.
Applicants for law enforcement jobs and sensitive government positions do have to take polygraph exams. Detective Mark Winia had to take one as part of his screening process to join the Sheriff's Department.
There's no surprise questions at all. It's just, you know, everything's riding on that test. That's what's nerve-wracking about it.
While critics claim polygraphs are instruments of junk science,
Look straight ahead, keep your eyes open, and breathe normally.
Walsh says they're accurate up to 90% of the time. A vital piece of technology aiding law enforcement in their moment of truth.
But when we can find that piece of evidence on behalf of the investigator or on behalf of the victim and close a case out, there really is no greater feeling in the world.
With Eye on KELOLAND, I'm Perry Groten.
The internet is full of methods claiming to beat a polygraph exam, but Walsh says they don't work and are likely submitted by people who failed an exam. One technique calls for concealing a thumbtack and sticking yourself as you answer to throw off the polygraph. But Walsh says a trained examiner can easily determine when a subject is reacting to pain because their body responds differently than when they're lying.